Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Fisto mod, which is being made by user Shoeburglar. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is not quite what you're probably expecting. No, it's not a fun-loving robot from Fallout New Vegas, it's a melee weapon that looks very strangely like a rifle, and I love it. It's just so weird and unique and fits, in my mind, so wonderfully into the wacky world of Fallout 4 and the Commonwealth. So I've been having a lot of fun with this thing. So let's take a look at the most basic version you do get here with the Fisto, which at its base level will do 59 damage with a firing rate of 28, range of 71, accuracy of 75, and a weight of 4.1. And this thing, as you can see here, just looks magnificent. It's a weird, wacky combination of a multitude of different parts, from obvious bits here, from like the laser musket, the usual laser rifle, of course the boxing glove, but with this really cool whole paint scheme added onto it. Now, it may kind of look like a toy, and that's because, well, it's kind of meant to be. The whole lore behind this that the mod maker created, which I absolutely love, is that this was built as a toy from the Wilson Automatoys company, but was met with some obvious safety concerns. And it's just, I love that whole idea there, that it is a toy and can now be a deadly, deadly weapon in the Commonwealth. So where do you get one of these lovely devices? Well, from the lore, you may have already guessed, at the Wilson Automatoys factory, which you'll find it inside that locked storage room you gotta get the key for, inside of a footlocker, all by its lonesome self. And that is the one and only version of this in the Commonwealth. So the rest of these I've obviously cheated in, but you know, hey, good times. It'd be cool maybe perhaps if we could find a blueprint down the road. That'd be nice for the mod maker to add, in my opinion. But I understand if they do want to leave it as a unique item because, well, it was a weird pre-war toy. It just, I love it. I love this thing. It's great. Now, let's take a look at what modifications we do have for it, as there are a few, not many, but enough to make it a little bit weirder. Now, if we go into the Fisto here, we do have a receiver category, because, I mean, it looks like a rifle, but again, it is a melee weapon. And if we go in there, we do have the standard receiver, and that is it. That's the only thing you get. It, again, an opinion here, it'd be cool to see some additional ones added in down the road to up the damage. But what we do have is the ability to change the thing at the end. Now, by default, it comes with this boxing glove, but you can actually make it so there's nothing but a piston there. Or you can make it a mini nuke, which definitely gives it the most damage, but also means, oh boy, and I love the text there. Haha, go boom, boom. You can also give it a plunger, which gives a chance to stagger, a foam finger, which boop, because, I mean, yeah. We then have a shank because, well, a knife on the end of this thing for superior armor piercing. We also have the kicker for a chance to cripple and to stagger. And then the spiked boxing glove for staggering and armor piercing. The heavy boxing glove for crippling, extra limb damage, and staggering. And finally, the Protectron claw, which, again, crippling, extra limb damage, chance to stagger, and better armor piercing. But they all are just gonna be that 59 damage, with the one exception of the mini nuke strapped to the front of it, because, again, why not? It's Fallout. That's just funny. Plus, I do like it's literally just a mini nuke strapped to it with adhesive. That's just, it makes it even better. But yeah, that's the modifications. Again, not a whole lot there. So let's go and, well, test this. Well, again, as I've said multiple times, this is a melee weapon, despite looking like a rifle, and we can even aim down sights, but, you know, it's melee. You gotta be right up on a thing for it to actually do damage, which does make it a little bit weird for some regards. For instance, it can't be used in vats, because whenever you do, it's looking for an ammunition that doesn't exist. There is no ammunition for this. Again, it's a melee weapon, so it's a little bit wonky in that regard, but being a melee weapon, it is affected by unarmed perks, so that is good. So you'll be able to level up the damage at least in that way, rather than through the usual modifications. Now let's grab a Protectron Claw one here, and of course I made a mini nuke one, and we'll test these out on some enemies. Let's actually just go straight for the Protectron Claw one and do that first. We'll save the mini nuke one for last, because why not? And head on in here where we're going to spawn in some Raider veterans again. And let's, I was playing around with 2 earlier, but this thing really doesn't do the greatest amount of damage. So let's just pop in 1 to test it out from the get-go. And just to show you again, like I mentioned here, you can't use it in VATS because we don't have an ammo that doesn't exist. So you are just gonna have to run in and just beat him with a Protectron Claw on an electric piston. Good times. Good times. Oh, I love it. I love it. And to show the power of perhaps the mini nuke one, let's, look at that. That's, yeah, it just blows up and you die. I love it though. It's just the stupidest, crazy, weird weapon. And in my mind, it fits so well into the Fallout 4 world. So despite just showing that the mini nuke one will explode you, we, you know, might as well use it against something rather than just, you know, exploding. It's basically a suicide weapon. Let's pop it on and then spawn in, because why not? A Deathclaw. Which one of you guys recommended that we do the Deathclaw as our permanent target and name him Davey the Deathclaw? I like it. But goodbye, Deathclaw! And goodbye, me. Oh, it didn't kill the Deathclaw. Perfect. Perfect. But yeah, that's the Fisto mod. I love this thing. It's just such a weird weapon, but is entertaining and very much a Fallout style of device. So if you'd like to have a look at this for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for today. I hope you all have enjoyed and you do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching. And as always, have a good one.